Have you ever been walking down the street and seen somebody with biceps so big you just couldn't believe they were real? Well, 87% of the time, or 5 out of every 6 times, this person was probably a violist, and I'll explain this metric later in the video. It's little known fact, but Dwayne Johnson, John Cena, and star of the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo, all play viola. In fact, any celebrity you can think of with biceps the size of canoes has an 87% chance of being a violist. So at this point you might be wondering, how are violists so ripped? Why are they so ripped? Well, the truth might shock you, and this is a topic a lot of classical musicians actually try to avoid. It all goes back to music conservatory. You see, the main goal of a music conservatory is to get their students to play perfectly in tune, and there are 2 ways they accomplish this. Both are forms of punishment. The first way, every time a student plays out of tune, $1 is added to the annual tuition price of that school for all students. For example, at my school, the Juilliard School of Music, we missed exactly 51,230 notes last year, so our tuition bill was $51,230. In comparison, students at the Curtis Institute of Music didn't miss any notes all year, so they got to go for free. This issue has led to significant budget constraints for the school, which is why they can only afford 1 letter in their logo. The kicker here is that 87% of the notes missed at Juilliard actually came from violists. And that brings me to the second way music schools motivate their students to play in tune. If you look at the Juilliard Code of Conduct, it states very clearly, every time a student plays a note out of tune or misses a note, that student must perform 1 push-up. Failure to do so will result in disciplinary action up to and including permanent expulsion. And this is a rule shared by all music schools. The thing is, for us violists, and it pains me to say this, we just can't play in tune. And as a result, we're forced to do thousands and thousands of push-ups. By the end of our years at music school, we're able to use our cartoonishly massive biceps to find careers that will actually make money, which often include wrestling, acting, and Russian slapping competitions. Now, going back to the 87% I mentioned at the beginning of the video, 5 out of 6 times you see someone incredibly ripped walking down the street, that person is a violist. But the other 1 out of 6 times, and this is more likely the larger their biceps are, that person plays the trombone.